Today, we're diving into one of the most tragic cave disasters in history, the Mossdale Caverns incident. It's a story about ambition, courage, and how quickly nature can flip the game on you. Welcome to the channel. I'm Urkel.
And I'm Pickles the Fish. If you like weird, creepy, and sometimes deadly stories, go ahead and hit that like button. And subscribe, or else I'll come splash you.
Anyway, Mossdale Caverns in Yorkshire, England, is not a friendly cave system. It's tight, cold, maze-like, and worst of all, it floods fast. In June of 1967, a group of 10 young cavers gathered at Mossdale. They were passionate, highly skilled, and just a little bit crazy. The kind of people who thought squeezing through freezing wet rock tunnels was a fun afternoon.
Have they tried, bowling instead?
Their leader, Mike Boone, was determined to explore further into the system than anyone had before. 6 cavers suited up and went in. Jeff Workman, John Ogden, David Adamson, David Hodgson, Alan Simpson, and Charles Sheldon. Mike Boone and a few others stayed back on the surface. Now here's the thing about Mossdale. Even a little bit of rain can turn it into an underground river. And that day, a lot of rain was coming.
That's enough to fill a stadium. You're not actually gonna do this, right?
Heavy storms rolled over the moors. Water poured into the caves, funneled by the hillside straight into the tight, winding passages where the 6 cavers were exploring. Mike Boone realized what was happening and sprinted to warn them, but it was too late.
Let me guess, they didn't have cell phones down there?
In 1967, they barely had decent raincoats. The roar of water filled the tunnels, drowning out any sound. The 6 cavers, deep inside, were trapped. Imagine being hundreds of feet underground. You can't turn around. The tunnels are too tight. You can't swim. The water's too cold, too fast. You can't climb. The walls are slick stone. All you can do is wait.
That's nightmare fuel right there.
Rescue teams flooded to the site, but Mossdale stayed submerged for days. It was impossible to reach the trapped cavers. When rescuers finally got inside, they found the bodies still in their wetsuits, clustered together in the flooded tunnels.
That's rough. They didn't even stand a chance.
Afterward, authorities made a brutal decision. They sealed off the flooded section of Mossdale with concrete. They didn't want to risk more lives trying to retrieve the bodies.
So they're still down there?
Yeah. To this day, the 6 cavers are entombed beneath the Yorkshire moors, a grim reminder of the risks they took.
And a very good reason to stay above ground where the oxygen lives.
The Mossdale tragedy taught an important lesson. Even the best prepared explorers can lose to nature. No matter how brave you are, sometimes the cave wins. If you like this dive into history's darker corners, give us a like and subscribe. It helps more people find these stories, and it keeps Pickles from panicking every time we mention caves.
Or tunnels, or wells, or air vents. Really, anything narrower than a swimming pool.
We'll see you next time, if you dare.